All right, welcome back. So, we're doing Absolute Superman again, issue number 7. Last time, what we saw is Superman's origin story, how he kind of existed before meeting everybody and becoming this symbol. And then we got the reveal that Ra's al Ghul is in charge of Lazarus Corps. What a shocker, right there. So, we pick up in the Nevada desert. Strikeforce to Primus have breached the compound, going radio silent. So they go in, and then something surprises them. It's the server cluster that runs the Brainiac algorithm. There's no way Lazarus leaves this place unguarded, so stay alert. Nothing can, and then he gets shocked. And then disintegrated. There's a sniper, take cover. What the hell was that? Oh, I shrank his skin. Wait, what? Who was that? Who thought that? The network's compromised. And then the other guy dies. Jeez, man. This guy doesn't have muscles anymore. His bones are gone. I mean, who did this? Brainiac. I'll take it from here. Brainiac Journal. Sunrise today was 6:44 a.m. at 104 degrees east. Average morning temperature was 38 degrees Celsius. Between 9:17 and 9:23 a.m., I killed 3 people and dismembered a 4th. The average afternoon temperature was 41 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's pure nightmare fuel right there. We see Brainiac's lab. He's working on a man. I do tend to tinker when I'm feeling anxious, but it's this damn Superman problem that's got me. Oh, it's all got me. Oh my god. He starts going crazy. A lot of you bottled cities from dozens of galaxies, and not a one of you sludge-brained imbeciles knows anything. I'll turn your air into acid and boil you alive by the billions. I'll starve you and make you eat your own children. So this guy is nuts. He's not as calm and calculated as our Brainiac. He's just a psychopath. And he still collects cities. So it's nice to know that Brainiac is actually an alien and not just some robot dude. And then he just destroys a city. Yeah, he's going nuts. Maggots, morons! Sorry that you had to see that. And his brain is open. He's just fiddling with his brain. He's carving out parts of his brain. Oh my goodness, dude. So this is Absolute Brainiac. I'm surprised he works for Lazarus. You'd think if you were smart enough, you wouldn't need to work for anybody. But it's whatever. So he's like half robot, half alien. And his big problem is this Superman problem. Once I've solved this Superman-shaped puzzle that's what they call him, the boy who bends steel and leaps through clouds. But no one knows who or where he's from. Ra's al Ghul is growing impatient. Yes, it does seem to help when I don't know. I haven't always had someone to talk to like you. And it's just talking to the person on the table that he's dismembered. But now we see his origin. So this specific Brainiac that we have in the series is Brainiac 419,732. You can begin your life mode. Your work shift will commence. I am Brainiac. Yes, you are Brainiac. You serve the collective. So it's a clone of the original. Where's the original Brainiac? I don't know. Nowhere. Doesn't matter. There are only 88 effectors above. All are allowed to seek knowledge beyond what they are endowed at creation. What level am I? 0. You work here. You are never to leave this room, but your function is dispose of refuse by shoveling it into the liquidator. This concludes the extent of your required knowledge. Do you understand your function as I have explained to you? Brainiac number 419,732. What's refuse? Those things over there, it's a bunch of trash. Yeah, they're not Brainiacs anymore. You are a shoveler, and you're already behind schedule. Get to work, boy. Get to work, boy! My work shift? How does this last? Oh, your work shift as long as you do. And then this Brainiac leaves him. So this Brainiac, as smart as the other Brainiacs, is just being cloned to do shoveling. He serves the collective. So we'll see how many days he goes by. But yeah, let's stop and talk about this. So there's multiple levels to the Brainiac of what they're allowed to know. We don't know what's up with the original Brainiac. I'm sure he's probably spacing it up, doing whatever he wants. But this Brainiac is the one that we've been watching the entire time through the story. At a level 0, and all he does is supposed to shovel and shovel. So he's in a system where he's as smart as everybody else, but because he's a clone and their intelligence doesn't matter when you have a bunch of equal intelligent beings, you are assigned to be a workabot, essentially. And here he meets another Brainiac, 8,238,759. I stab, I kill. And then he takes him out, throws him in there. I'm a Brainiac that shovels, boy. I shovel. He takes good pride in that shovel. Not really, though. He's crying. Then we skip to 13,638. Thank you for agreeing to see me. I know I'm only a level 0 effector, but I appreciate you recognizing the quality of my labor and allowing me the chance to present a query. Esteemed Brainiacs of the Collective, my question is, am I refused? Interesting perspective, Brainiac. I suppose you're all right. I rather am special. So this Brainiac is losing his mind. Ideally, he probably wasn't even supposed to last this long. Just think about it. He says, your job lasts as long as you do. 13,000 days? That's a little over 37 years. And this guy's getting stabbed. I'm sure he sees a bunch of other Brainiacs that attack him. He's probably supposed to be decommissioned a long time ago. A 37-year-old like machine. Imagine driving a 37-year-old car. That thing would explode. But for 37 years, this is the only thing he sees. He doesn't talk to anybody. So, of course, he's going mad. And that's why he is going crazy. He has no friends. He has nobody to talk to. That's why he's made a statue of the quote-unquote collective that he's never seen. And then we get to his last final day, 49,901, which is 136 years and change. Hello, is anyone there? There hasn't been any reviews in a long while. What should I do? And he opens the door. So imagine sitting in a room for 136 years. We don't even last that long. My life has changed exponentially in 1 year. Imagine 136 years sitting in one room just shoveling. Nobody to talk to. This guy's going crazy. But he leaves, and as he leaves, he sees everybody dead. Nobody's there anymore. Are you Brainiac 1? Oh, this guy's got a bullet in his skull, and he sees all the other clones sitting in the ship. You are more refused, and I am Brainiac. So now as the last Brainiac alive, he's like, I'm Brainiac! Yeah! That day, I shoveled my last piece of refuse, then officially promoted myself to level 100 effector. But mostly I remember seeing the stars for the very first time, and staring at them till my eyes began to melt. The staring and wondering. So also, we don't know if this ship is the main ship. Like this is where Brainiac 1 was from. Because we do see later there's more Brainiacs still out there. But what else was out there? In the days since I've carved a mark against my face of creation, countless worlds, sometimes pause to consider the possibility that it would have been better for me, everyone included, if I stayed in that room with the shovel. But where would be the fun in that? I suppose there's nowhere else to turn now. Time to be brave. I'd like to thank you for being here with me for this, for supporting me in such a difficult moment. Now I'm going to contact the Braniac Collective. And we meet a good chunk of Brainiacs. This is Brainiac 667, 666. This is Brainiac Q953X. This is Brainiac. Who called this meeting? I did. Yeah. This Brainiac's going nuts. So we have multiple Brainiacs, which I would assume if you have multiple Brainiacs, you have multiple Brainiac ships, which means multiple Brainiac clones. So I wonder where Brainiac, not 1, but 0 is. Where is OG Brainiac? Maybe we'll see him, maybe we won't. But as far as we know, this is our main Brainiac villain. I did. I submit to the collective data related to a humanoid identified locally as Superman. The dossier I have uploaded includes chemical analysis of red dust left in his wake. This Brainiac is requesting any and all possible leads related to the subject's identity and or planet of origin. So the collective looks at it. What is this idiocy? These readings cannot be accurate. No being in the known universe possesses this manner of abilities, and all the universe is known to the collective. Do you think he's one of the adepts of Oa? Shout out to Green Lantern, which we have not really caught up on, but maybe we will. I have no idea. It's okay. It's an okay series. Issue 7 was baller. I still recommend picking it up and supporting it. You should send one of the inquiries to the Black Stars. Never again waste this time with the collective. And then one says, oh, it's from Krypton. A girl Brainiac, a planet in the Rao sector the only habitable orb to survive that withering sun planet. Your dust sample matches Krypton's thermal signature. What do you know about Krypton? Only that it is no more. It exploded. No Brainiac has ever set foot on the planet, never warranted the interest of the collective. Whoever its people were, they never even managed to develop interstellar travel. But this Brainiac did recently visit the former site of Krypton where I retrieved samples of his meteoroid contains. They displays a rather exponentially virulent range of radioactivity, now transmitting the sample element composition. Oh, so what is this? A radiant sample of Krypton from a meteoroid? That's kryptonite, buddy. So our Brainiac ends the transmission, starts printing the sample. Thank you, my friend. You've been very helpful. You're a very good listener. And then he throws his brain on the floor and kills the guy. Can't let him know your secrets, but I have work to do. Prepare to run tests. I want to know how the Krypton meteorite interacts with the dust of Superman's cape, and then send someone in here to clean up the refuse. And then this Brainiac has other clones of Brainiac. This is what I was talking about. If one Brainiac makes clones, they're all going to make clones. So I wonder where the original is, but it's going to be hard to get rid of a Brainiac because he's got two that just clean up for him. Brainiac Journal. Tonight's sunset will come at 5:26 p.m. East at 257 degrees. Average nighttime temperature will be 6 degrees Celsius with northwest winds at 10 miles per hour. At 8:35 p.m., I will command one of my Brainiacs to immolate himself so that I may spend 3 minutes watching him die, watching a piece of myself as it blackens and shrivels. Saturn will be visible in the night sky at 9:03 p.m. And then we see another man. Who is this? He's an alien not even of this world. Tell me, Peacemaker Smith. Whoa, how does that make you feel? Oh, we need punishment for this guy. Just kill me. Good. Pain is in progress. Your implants are responding nicely. Quite the contrary, Peacemaker. Director Ra's al Ghul is very impressed with your fieldwork. You being tested with a very special deployment to what is soon to be the most dangerous war zone on the planet, a place called Kansas. So he turns this man essentially into Metallo. Peacemaker Smith, you had a good season 2 of HBO. Now you get to become Metallo. So thank you for listening, watching, enjoying. Make sure to like, subscribe. Yeah, peace out.